Now, the world of pro wrestling has lost one of its early legends. Jackie Fargo died early today from congestive heart failure. Fargo worked out of Memphis, but toured the world. He gave us the Jackie Strut, the Fargo Strut, which later was copied by wrestlers like Ric Flair. He also was the first wrestler to use ringside tables and chairs in his matches, and he was a mentor for Jerry the King Lawler. But several generations of young wrestlers grew up with the Fargo brothers as their idols. One of them was a young wrestler from Trenton, Pat Rose. Pat and Jackie wrestled right here in the studio in the 70s and 80s. And Pat, thank you for joining us. That brings back some memories.
I love it, man. Let me correct you on a few things, Kat. When you talk about Jackie Fargo here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, it's the fabulous Fargo Strut. You got that?
The fabulous Fargo Strut, huh?
First time I've laughed all day, man. I've been in tears all day. I heard the news about 6:30 this morning. Whew.
How'd you meet up with him?
You know what? Right here, I was trained by a guy named Ken Hawk up in Cleveland, Tennessee. And in 2 weeks, I was walking through them doors wrestling Ken Lucas for the first time here in at TV 12. And Jackie was on the show. Jackie was the man. When I was growing up, look at that picture, man. Good looking kid right there. When I was growing up.
You looked in awe there, didn't you?
I nervous wreck. I started going to the Memorial Auditorium when I was 12 years old with my cousin, Joni Stevens, bless her heart, she's passed away. But when I seen the fabulous Fargos, and I'm talking about Don Fargo, Roughhouse Fargo, and Jackie Fargo. Jackie'd get beat up, bruised, battered, whatever, bleeding. What's going to happen next week? They're calling in Nuthouse and Donnie. They're going to take care of business. That's the way it was. You would come here at 5 o'clock, and then you would go to the auditorium, and if you didn't get there early, right after the match is here, you wasn't going to get a seat. Fire marshal going to kick you out of there. So that's the way it was. Jackie Fargo was the man. I wrote notes.
You have a great story, don't you?
I wrote notes. Well, hold on just a minute. I was talking to Bobby Fulton today of the Fantastics. Here's some quotes he gave me to use, okay?
All right.
Jackie Fargo was to pro wrestling what Babe Ruth is to baseball. Whew, that's strong.
Boy, that is.
That is strong. Muhammad Ali wanted to meet Jackie Fargo. Buford Pusser wanted to hang around him. Check this out. Elvis Presley in Memphis, Tennessee, used to go to the Mid-South Coliseum, hang up in the, what do they call that? Anyway,
the
way
rafters?
way up top,
yeah,
and watch Jackie and Don Fargo in Roughhouse. You know what I mean? This right here, this film you're watching right here is from probably about 79, 80. That's Nuthouse right there. The Blonde Bombers, Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham. There's Jackie, buddy. I hope he gets into the strut right here, brother. I'm going to tell you what. And that's the way it was. See that crowd? That was just like Chattanooga. When you would come off of TV, go to the auditorium, boom, there it was.
Now, what would happen when the strut? What would happen?
Oh, he'd have to make a comeback. He would have to beat somebody up, be hitting them, then all of a sudden, whoom, here we go, the Fargo strut.
And then the crowd would go nuts.
Oh, the crowd would go nuts. Then that would give Jackie power. Here comes Jackie, beating everybody up. Nuthouse would probably be in the bleachers somewhere, sitting, hanging out with the fans. That's the way it was, man. Oh, you know, I talked to, and I hope I got time. I don't know what he's
We got about
motioning
30
for.
seconds.
I talked to Jerry Lawler today, and what you said on the teleprompter, whatever that thing is, Jackie was his mentor. If there wasn't a Jackie Fargo, there would not be a Jerry the King Lawler. That's strong.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Pat, thank you for joining us.
Man,
and
thank you.
reliving memories of a great wrestler and a very good man to boot.
I didn't mean to get so carried away.
No, that's fantastic.
Love it.
Hey, we'll be back with more Prime News at 7, so stay around.